Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with another video. I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. I had a great weekend. How was your weekend?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean for that to come out loud.
Yeah, he's recovering. How about this? So the big news over the weekend. First of all, before we get to the big news, if you're watching the Scorpion Show for the first time, I hope that you click that subscribe button. Also, make sure you click the like button on the video if you're on your phone, if you're at the computer, or if you're on your Xbox or your PlayStation. Please click the like button, and also share this video to Facebook and Twitter, and make a screenshot, post it on your Instagram, and tag us in it, letting us know that you're watching the Scorpion Show. So the big news over the weekend has been that Beyonce delivered her twins, and from what rumors that we've been hearing, because Jay-Z nor Beyonce has confirmed, the rumors that she had the twins in the middle of last week, and no one knows about it. And yesterday on Twitter, Matthew Knowles decided to go to Twitter to say that the twins are here and happy birthday to the twins. And even though it got a lot of retweets, if you look at the tweets from this tweet, a lot of people were going in on Matthew Knowles, and I think rightfully so. Matthew comes from a school where everything was media trained, everything was secretive, you don't say this and you don't say that. He went as far as stopping you in your interview to make sure that it was right. And now Matthew wants to jump the gun on everything. And it's not his age, that's Matthew Knowles just being so Joe about the whole situation. Like, if Miss Tina ain't even say nothing or post no pictures, Matthew, why are you doing the same thing? Matthew, you need to go into the Hall of Fame, in Mikkel's Hall of Fame, because we don't know what's the reason Beyonce may be withholding what's going on. Something could have went wrong, or maybe she's just not ready to tell people that she had twins, or she's waiting for a certain date. Maybe she's going to get the BET Awards or some shit, I don't know. But Matthew, you just fucked it all up. And if Beyonce did, well, I'm sure she delivered because he already said it, but congratulations to Beyonce and Jay-Z. We still don't know the sex of the children. Now, allegedly, President Obama said that Beyonce and Jay-Z had twin girls, but I'm still gonna think that Beyonce has a boy and a girl, or Jay-Z and Beyonce have a boy and a girl until they announce what they have. Because I'm excited, I want to know. Yeah, like, I really, really want to know.
I was shocked that Matthew did that. I was just like, first of all, nobody else, not her husband, her mother, her publicist,
Kelly,
nobody.
Mistrial, okay.
And I was just like, yeah, Matthew that's the grandfather, whatever the case may be. But I think that he should have kind of played it like everybody else would play it. Like, because there's a reason, like you said. There's a reason why they all didn't say anything. And I think that he kind of should have just waited until
it was confirmed, right? Until Beyonce and Jay-Z say it. Like he had leaked out that Beyonce was performing at the Grammys this year, doing an interview. He just be right. Like, Matthew, come on now. I know you're excited to talk about your children, but you gotta stop spilling the tea. Please don't do that.
Yeah.
But in any case, we'll wait, and when Beyonce shows us, of course, we'll be right on it to discuss it. And we won't wait till Friday or none of those days. Also, Janet Jackson was seen leaving or arriving to the High Court in London. Right now, Janet is getting a divorce from her husband. And because I don't want to mess his name, I'll just say Mr. Almana. She's getting a divorce from him. And I believe that they are working out the divorce settlement, and also I guess who's going to raise the child, or where is the child going to live, who's going to have custody, and how all of that works out. I want to say that Janet Jackson looks good, I know that, and I need whatever diet plan Janet be on, I need that, because it just looked like we seen her like last month talking about, yes, the tour is coming back up, and she was all big, and now she's just, you could tell that she's lost a lot of weight. I would say at least 30 pounds. I don't know how much, she probably lost more than over her. But you know, congratulations to her. And if you have not gotten your tickets, the tour starts in September, which is a little over 2 months away.
Hopefully.
Yes. But don't do that. Don't you do that. Don't do that. That's why you can't talk, and that's why they can't hear you.
Well, hopefully.
No, she'll be there. Will you be there? That's the question.
No.
I know you won't. 'Cause I ain't buying the ticket this time. But for him, I'm not.
You already have your ticket, right?
No, I ain't got a refund.
Oh, so
but
you
I gotta get a new one.
So when is she coming here in Philly?
November 13th. It's coming here November 13th. Cause I was not waiting around.
She gonna be at the lead course?
No, bitch. She gonna be at the TLA. She's gonna be at the TLA. It's hot. I can't take this. I can't.
I was fine. Like my temperature was fine, but you could turn the air on.
Yeah, I didn't want it to be high and they be like, oh my god, I can't hear y'all. But I gotta turn the air on. It's too hot and I'm starting to sweat. And I ain't sweat on camera all year.
What are you sweating for?
Cause I'm hot. When I turned it down, I started.
I'm fine.
My temperature. You know I sweat. So I'm not trying to get no armpit stain. Ooh, do I got one?
No.
I think so.
No, you don't.
Oh no, that was just the writing on camera. You know, I don't want no
Do you
armpit
be
stain.
sweating
I don't
in
sweat
bed
at night.
when
no.
you're in the bed with people?
No, don't do that. I mean, it's got to be doing something to sweat, but just sweating, no. But when I had my surgery, when I came home, oh my God, the bed was like, you gotta rinse it out sweaty. Like, oh, it was a mess. Oh, it was a mess. It was a mess. I don't know what it was from, but I was just sweating real bad. So,
You could just sit here and start sweating.
yeah, if
Like
it
you
gets
are
too
now.
hot, I will sweat.
But it
yes.
wasn't hot. The temperature in this room was fine.
No, as soon as that air went down, my body temperature went up. I feel
You
like
may have,
I started sweating.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but Bill Cosby over the weekend, a lot of stuff happened over the weekend. This video should just be called Over the Weekend. So, Bill Cosby, on Saturday morning, he was not found guilty, and he wasn't found
Not guilty.
There was a hung jury, or as they say, a mistrial, in the Bill Cosby case. And we didn't get a chance to hear any of the testimonies, but from some of the reporting and things like that, and the talking heads, a lot of them saying that in Pennsylvania there's no way that they're going to be able to convict him on at least 2 of the charges. I don't remember what they were, but I know that Bill Cosby's wife, she had a whole lot to say via her mouthpiece.
I heard.
Via her mouthpiece.
I heard, and I haven't heard exactly what she said, but I heard she had a lot to say.
She went in on the media, she went in on the
judge,
judge,
yes.
She went in on the prosecutor, she just went in on the whole entire situation. And I believe she thanked the jury or whatever the case may be. But Camille Cosby had a whole lot to say, and
You haven't heard from her, so.
yeah, but for her to have all that to say, you should. I hope you gave your husband an earful
Okay.
for what he did to those other women.
Okay.
Because he's not innocent.
Okay.
But you know, when it comes to proving beyond the reasonable doubt,
Yeah.
that's what the prosecutors have to prove. And there were some holes in the case in that lady's story. So like, it was some holes and some stuff that would make me say, well, maybe he didn't. Maybe he did, but we all know what it is. But when it comes to
Well,
somebody,
some of us act like we don't know.
yeah. But when it comes to the court process, beyond the reasonable doubt, if you have reasonable doubt, then you must not convict.
Let me tell you something. Yesterday was a very interesting day. Yesterday in church for me. You can tell by my voice too. Oh, I had a little praise yesterday. Yes, thank you, Jesus. But anyway. So my pastor was in the pulpit, he was preaching, and he had brought up the Bill Cosby case. And, he was saying how he felt as though, they trying to get this black man, this, that, and the third.
You have to speak louder for the girls.
Okay. Well, he was talking about how he felt like the system was trying to get this black man, a lot of people in the congregation, disagreeing with it. Well, honey,
When you flipped it on.
I did not agree. I let it be known. But when he was up there, and then as soon as he said it, and I went just like I'm sitting, and I went, no, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Just like that. And then he said, well, if he did, I said, yeah, if he did it. And I said, if he did it, he needs to go to jail. Just like that, he needs to go to jail. because I don't condone rapists. So you know, I can't. People in the church look at me like, oh well, you don't think he, you know, I don't play that. You know, I love Bill Cosby like the rest of y'all, but if he's guilty, he needs to go to jail. Fuck all that America's Favorite Dad shit, okay? Because that was Cliff Huxtable.
Yes.
We talking about Bill Cosby.
William H. Cosby Jr.
Okay? That's what we talking about. I don't play that raping stuff, you know? So, you know, it kind of was like, everybody's looking at me like, whoa. Yeah.
They weren't playing.
Because sometimes if I don't agree with something that's being said, whether it's at work or church, I'm going to speak out. And I know it kind of probably was a little out of order for me to speak out. But I figure, well, everybody's saying amen to what he's saying, well, then I might as well say I don't agree. Okay? I didn't agree.
So what made you go off when he was saying it?
Because as he was saying it, I forgot why he mentioned Bill Cosby, but as he was saying it, everybody was just, and it caught me off guard. It caught me off guard. But I was just like, no. Well, that's just like, I think it was a year or two ago when I went to go visit my aunt's church, and then one preacher, he was doing a hell of a job, like he was preaching his ass off. And then he started talking about gays and TV and how this, that, and the third. And I stood right up and I said, oh, no. And I said, excuse me. And you know, people were looking like, oh. And my whole mindset was, how you talking about gays in the church, but when you just walked in this church, half the people congregation was queens.
I remember that.
Remember that?
Some kind of way.
And a few people came out and said, you know, we hope that you don't, and we hope that you come back. I said, no, but I can't sit in there when that's going, because I would be a hypocrite. And because I had drove somebody, I had to sit out in the hallway and wait until it was finished until they came out. I said, no, I can't go back in there. I let it be known. My aunt was sitting there like, shit. I said, oh, no. And see, at her church, they have tight pews. So I, excuse me. And I let it be known. No. First of all, you're gearing off message. And second of all, you just walked into this church with a barrage full of queens. But yeah, you got something to say about, see, this is why certain people don't want to come to church, because of preachers like that. So I let it be known, I cannot sit in this sanctuary while you doing that, because then I look like a hypocrite. And then people around me be like, oh, look at him, don't he got that show? No, I can't, so let me get up and go. So yeah, I have to go. And I'm grown, so I can do that. If I don't agree with it, I'm getting up and I'm leaving.
Amen.
And that's what I did.
So the prosecutor, they want to retry the case, and they're going to do it within 4 months. But people still feel that it's going to come to the same conclusion, and after that, I don't know if they're going to try again, but they're at least going to try one more time within 4 months.
I think it's going to come to the same conclusion too.
And over the weekend, Philando Castile's murderer, because he is a murderer, the cop who killed him, was found not guilty on all counts for the, I believe it was last year in July, that where he was shot for trying to show the officer that he is registered to carry a gun. He was trying to show him the license. He was reaching for the license, and he told the officer he had a gun and that he was reaching for the license with a baby in the back seat, and his girlfriend in the, she was a driver? No, she was a passenger. But the way the Facebook Live made it look.
But he was the driver.
He was the driver,
yes. Because the cop was standing over him.
Yeah, and he was shot 5 times in his arm and in his chest. And he just laid there while his girlfriend broadcasted live on Facebook.
Dying.
Facebook Live, dying on Facebook Live. And it's like, we can't get justice nowhere, on camera, no camera. Even if all signs point that he's guilty, we can't get no convictions or nothing. So it's just like, why do we even do what we do? But we gotta keep trying, no matter how many times that door keeps closing on us. We have to keep trying, and we have to keep fighting for justice. And after the verdict, Philando Castile's mother, she went off.
Yes, she did.
She went off and got everybody together.
Got everybody together.
Not only that, she got in her car, or she was in the car, and she went on Facebook Live, and she was like, "Now you're getting the real me. Fuck this, fuck." I mean, the mom went off.
Yeah.
And she has every right to feel the way that she feels.
That's right.
And she was telling the truth. And what I don't want that lady to lose is hope and her faith. And I just don't want her to feel like forget everything. Because some people can get like that. They may lose a family member and they just say fuck everybody, fuck everything. I just don't want that for her. But now we're seeing the real her because she feel like she has nothing else to lose.
Right.
All we can do is pray for her. It's just a horrible topic to discuss because I get real mad when I hear about these cop cases and all of these cops keep killing our people and they pay the families these money, but then they're never, if they're tried, they're always found not guilty. And their number one thing is, oh, I fear for my life, I fear for my life. If you fear for your life every fucking time you have,
you need a new
job.
Yeah.
You need a new job because you can't be in fear every time. If somebody told you they had a gun and they told you they're registered, why would you think they're going to try to shoot you?
And then a child in the back seat.
Yeah, in the back seat. And then you stopped him because of his nose. His nose looked like a suspect to you. And that was okay with everybody on the jury. And that was okay that a child was in the car and the girlfriend in the passenger seat and just to start shooting.
Well, I saw that they had, what, 2 blacks on this jury?
That's crazy.
No Hispanics and the rest were all white.
Well, that's easy. You could probably push off your, what you call that?
But I was upset them blacks
Yeah.
on the jury, whether it was 1 or 2, allowed them to persuade them to vote not guilty.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
You're going to have to send me home.
Yep.
Because I'm not swaying. I'm not being moved. I'm not swaying nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Right is right and wrong is wrong.
Amen.
This guy had a child in the back seat. You honestly think he's going to get out and start a whole, come on. No, first it was, we stopped you. First they said that they stopped him because they thought that he fit the description of somebody who robbed something or whatever the case may be. Then it was supposed to be the tail light. Mm-hmm. Now it's the nose, you said. Mm-hmm. Like, I just don't get it.
Yep.
I don't get it. And that guy got off scot-free.
Yep.
But they all get off scot-free.
Yep.
Even like you said, even with video evidence, they get off scot-free.
Yeah, just like the man that killed Walter Scott in South Carolina. Still, he's not convicted for the murder of Walter Scott. He's just pled guilty. And that's just, and it was for something else, but it didn't have to do with
Let
the
these
murder.
let these white cops kill their white wives, or they're going to be convicted for murder. Mm-hmm. Or their white children.
They don't play no games.
No, they don't.
They don't play no games.
And it's almost as if we know that the system is,
it's fucked up. It's
but
corrupt.
we just,
You just want to keep hoping that one day somebody is going to go down and then it just leads to a whole change. But right now it's just, and you know what the
Can I say this real quick?
Sure.
The jury doesn't even look like us.
No.
So it's never going to sway in our favor. If you got 2 blacks and the rest of all white, it's never going to sway in our favor.
But sometimes they can see you coming, so it depends on what kind of black people are on that jury. Because we might get one like the girl that was in that Jordan Davis case.
They saw her coming before she turned the corner. I saw her coming.
When I saw her hair, I said, "Oh yeah, that's the one. That's who. If you want to win a case, get her." Like,
and I don't mean, we're not talking about a good thing. We're talking about the defense. They got her because they said, yeah, she's a coon.
Yeah.
And she's gonna get up here and she's gonna say all types of stupid shit. And it's gonna work in our favor, and it did.
Yep.
No, but that guy in the Jordan Davis case, he went to jail.
Yeah, because they retried. No. He wasn't a cop.
No.
But they retried the murder conviction for him, and they got it.
And he got it. Yeah, he went to jail.
Because he went to jail. He was only in jail for now shooting at the other people, but not for killing Jordan Davis. But they retried it, and they got justice for him. But these cops, man.
And then the sad thing about it is, when you get the justice, and it's particularly in Jordan Davis case, you get the justice, and we all celebrate it. But then you got to think about his family. Mm-hmm. That boy's never coming back home. Mm-hmm. It's so sad. Yeah. Like it's sad. Like I would hate to be the mother of these people who are getting killed. The mother of Trayvon Martin or Philando Castile or Jordan Davis, like or Eric Garner.
Yep.
Like you, and it's like they're not coming back home. You feel so bad, like, and I feel like I was confused, and I was very tempted to start it, but I had a headache. But I was like, where are all these protests at when that verdict came out for Philando Castile? Because these people should have been out in these streets marching.
They were
I was
out
ready
there.
to march.
But you know why they're not airing it this time? Oh, because nobody is getting beat up, and the news is so 24/7 Trump that they can't really get out of anything that's not Trump. So they'll probably break in for 5 minutes. Oh, this was the deal, and that's it. But this summer is already starting with the cops killing people. And yesterday morning they killed a woman named Charlena Lyles in Seattle, Washington. She called the cops saying that someone broke into her home. And I guess when they approached her, she had a knife. I don't know what the situation was, but she ended up being shot and killed with her 3 children in the home. Her family is saying that she also had like some mental issues. But this is the thing. This is a woman with a knife. Why do you have to pull out your gun and shoot to kill her? When I'm sure you carry a taser where you could have tasered her to, you know, calm her down and fix the situation. You didn't have to take her life. It's just stuff like this. And this is just going to be, over the summer, we're going to hear more stories like this. And I just hope and pray that no one gets so upset where they want to start shooting and killing officers. And we seen the crazy guy that shot up the senators last week. You didn't get a chance to discuss it because you know, so I don't want YouTube cutting our money, okay? Like talking about the sensitive stuff, but we gotta talk about it sometime. And we gotta be watching. The news have to be watching what they airing and saying and showing. And you got both sides blaming, and you got some people like, let's get together. The Democrats and Republicans should have been doing this anyway. A shooting should not bring you together. You should already be like, okay, we have our differences, but let's work together. You both want to be having these different health cares. Won't y'all work together that can better it for the whole America? Not just, oh, I'm not doing it because of this, and I'm not doing it because he's the president. So what? He's president allegedly for the next 4 years. So there's nothing you can do about it, but work together. Because it's not about you. It's about people's lives who are in jeopardy that depend on Obamacare. And if they don't have it anymore, they could be dead. Because they can't get certain people to cover them in certain situations, or they got to pay extra amount of money and they don't have the money for it. Our country is just really fucked up right now, to me, in my opinion. But I want to move on to the Tupac movie. I didn't get a chance to see the Tupac movie. I'm not interested in going to the movies to see the Tupac movie. I'm just tired of all of these rap movies. Now, I know I shouldn't be saying it like that, but I really am. But the movie made $27 million.
What other rap movie that came out?
They had the NWA movie.
Well, that was good.
You had the Biggie movie.
Did you see that?
What?
NWA.
Yeah, I went to the movie to see that.
Well, the Biggie movie came out a few years ago.
Yeah, but I'm just tired. And then, like, it's just like everybody got a biopic movie. Like, I'm tired. But when I seen it, though, it didn't look like it's like a movie for the theaters. And I was surprised the movie was 2.5 hours long. Now, this is my thing. Now, just because I didn't go see it doesn't mean that I'm discouraging you from go seeing the film. And a lot of people went to go see the film, and the movie did better than what people expected, even though the film got a lot of negative reviews. On Friday, I posted that I thought that Jada Pinkett was being petty for posting what she posted about the film itself, her and Tupac's interaction in real life. And then she went on to say, oh, the actors, y'all did a beautiful job of what y'all had. It was first, you tweeted this, and now you're trying to me, it's now you're trying to fix it a little bit. But you did all of that on the same day that the film came out. And it could have discouraged people from going to see the film. I think it's something that Jada should have waited to say and not just get on Twitter. But then, you know, I got a lot of responses from people in defense of Jada Pinkett, which, you know, I'm fine with that. People are always going to have their opinion. I put my opinion out there. Then I said, maybe she wasn't, maybe I shouldn't have said petty, but I don't think that was the right time for Jada to go out and tweet that stuff on Twitter. Because you already got some people saying they're going to go see it, people that's not going to go see it. Then you have people like 50 Cent talking shit about the film. It's just, you got people from all over. And then on top of that, you got the reviews, which were very negative. Still didn't stop people from seeing the film, but even the people that went to go see the film that supported it, a lot of them didn't like it too much. It reminded them of a BET film, or worse than a BET film. It was a Lifetime film.
Yeah.
To a lot of people. Movies like that, I wait till it comes on Netflix and check it out. And if someone wants to retell the story of Tupac, I think it would be best to have the family's blessing now. His mother is no longer here. But I'm sure there's some other family members that know the true story, the real story of what happened with Tupac.
I do think that the actor who played him did a great job.
Oh, you seen it?
No. I mean, we're not in resemblance. But with the Jada Pinkett thing, I think it was unfortunate because while, yes, Jada, you have every right to tell your side of the story, every right. But I think for you to do it the day that the movie was released was a little, I think that you should have waited a little while until you were asked, because I don't think she was asked, I think she just came out and just vented. Because it kind of, you know, it didn't really make things better. Because a lot of people saw that and was just like, oh, I don't even know, you know, because now I'm trying to figure out, oh, excuse me. Now I'm trying to figure out if what I'm watching is, you know, of course we know with these movies, a lot of times it's not 100% accurate.
Yeah, it's dramatized.
But Jada was really like, no, and this never happened, and he never invited me, and I never heard, and she, I'm like, oh my God. I think she should have waited. I want to see the movie. Now, I'm not hard pressed to get up and go and see it. Like, if I don't get to see it in the theaters, I'll definitely see it when it comes on TV or whatever. But yeah, I do think that people should go out and support the movie. Yeah, I just think that when stuff like this comes out, now 50 Cent, he's just like one of us. He's gonna go and see it, and you gotta forgive me because it's kind of hard for me to even talk and then breathe. He's gonna go and see it. And he's gonna be like the rest of us. But we're going to give our opinion on social media. But I feel like Jada should have at least waited a little while before she went on this whole rant about how she felt that certain things weren't portrayed accurately. Because to do that the day of the film being released, it just was in poor taste in my opinion. Like, that was in poor taste. It really was.
So that's our opinion of the situation. I want to know what y'all think. Do y'all think Jada Pinkett was right for doing it? Yes or no? If this was a film about your life or someone you knew or someone you was linked with, would you say something the day of, or would you wait later or way before the project even comes out? I know that Little Kim went off way before the film came out.
The Tupac movie?
No, the Biggie Smalls movie. Because she had no input in her character or anything. So that really upset her.
And I think she was upset too because it made it seem like her character was like a side chick.
Well, he was married.
He was married.
But some
and all of us knew he was married.
Yeah. But sometimes you could be the main chick and your wife could be the side chick.
Listen.
Now I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying.
But it does happen.
Oh yeah. All the time.
Now I mean you guys out there are the side chick.
And okay with
it. Well, my bills are getting paid.
Ow. Well, that's going to be the end of this video. I do want to speak about the Grenfell Towers in London, because there's been a lot of things going on with the situation, and I have a couple of people DMing me that lives in London that want us to talk about it, but I want to know the full story because, you know, there's controversy, but they're saying only a quarter of the people that lived in the tower is missing, but people are saying up to 400 people are missing, and they don't know where their family members are, and they have to be presumed dead because no one is surviving that fire. The way that fire ripped through that building, it was just crazy. I've never seen nothing like that. When you hear of a building fire, or you might hear of an apartment fire in a building, but you never see the whole building go up in flames like that.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's really fishy to me. Like, it makes me think some stuff.
Well, they said that the building had been resided with some type of material, and that Once the fire hit it, it just made it worse, and it's so sad.
And they should know better than that. You should know what's up to fire code or not. And the way that, that's like they had some people jumping out that building. It's kind of
throwing their kids out the window.
Yeah,
throwing their kids out the window, telling people to help save their kids.
It's horrible. It's horrible. So, I definitely want to talk about that story, but I want to know the full story because I don't want nobody cursing me out saying that I got it wrong. So I want the full story. I want to make sure I know everything before I discuss it. But to those, if you are in London and if you can help those people, please help however you can. If you can find a link somewhere to help those families because they're going to need that help. They're going to need the help.
Yeah.
And they say it's going to take months and months of them to investigate. Like, I find it weird that they were like in the building talking to some people about fire with like a fire hazard and stuff like that, and the fire breaks out.
Yeah.
But one of the ladies was saying that they told her that if a fire ever breaks out, to keep your door closed and just wait for help.
Yeah.
And bitch, and she
but
said
they had signs. I saw the
there.
signs. They posted the signs because I saw the signs. They posted the signs, and that was one of the options. That you close your door and you wait for people to come and get you. I'm not closing my door and wait for nobody to come and get me. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Okay. I'll be out too.
That kind of reminds me of 9/11 too. Remember when the first plane hit the first building and the people in the other building saw and they started evacuating the building, and then a message came on the loud system saying, oh, everything's okay with this building, y'all can go back to y'all offices. And some people were going back and some people weren't. You know, no, I'm getting out of this building. I'm not going back in my office. I don't know what's going on. You know, because it could be something in this building.
Yeah. And then once, I guess the people in Tower 2 realized that they tower been hit.
Yeah.
You ain't got no choice but to run and get out.
Right.
But just think like those firefighters that was, like I don't even, how we get to 9/11? I don't know. But I just, it's like where you running into the building and then that shit just, oh, that was a horrible day. I'll never, ever forget that thing. But we're going to end this video. I want to say thank y'all for watching. And look out for, it's going to be a short video, but it's going to be 10 questions with Mikkel and I. And we're going to pick some. I'll probably pick 5, you pick 5, and we'll just do that. And that video will come up on another day, maybe on Wednesday. But thank y'all for watching, and we will talk to y'all soon. Peace.
Bye.